Northwest businessman Bran Mokgotsi, who has been thrust into the heart of a political and policing scandal, has spoken out for the first time following bombshell allegations made by KwaZulu-Natal Police Commissioner Lieutenant General Mdletshe Mkhwanazi. Mokgotsi, a self-described comrade of Police Minister Senzo Mchunu, has slammed the timing of the revelations as highly inappropriate and denied claims of political interference. Mokgotsi's name surfaced prominently during Mkhwanazi's explosive media briefing in Durban last week, which alleged that senior politicians and high-ranking police officials conspired to dismantle the political killing task team, a specialized unit that had been investigating politically motivated assassinations across KwaZulu-Natal and beyond. Speaking to SABC News in an exclusive interview, he said the timing is very inappropriate. Mkhwanazi said, "I sent him a message last year, but only now, after the arrest of 5 generals and some brigadiers, does he call a press conference." Mokgotsi insisted he is not a member of the police, but hinted at his involvement in intelligence-linked operations, saying, "With my underground experience, I'll be able to share on the right platform who Bran Mokgotsi really is." At the center of the controversy are allegations that Police Minister Mchunu personally ordered the shutdown of Political Killings Task Team in March 2025, a move that included the withdrawal of 121 active dockets, many connected to high-profile assassinations. Mkhwanazi said those dockets have been sitting idle at head office ever since, claiming internal SAPS communication, WhatsApp messages, and forensic cell phone data revealed a coordinated plan to disband the unit and obstruct justice. Mkhwanazi alleged that Mokgotsi had direct communication with the individuals under investigation, including a businessman Vusimuzi Madlala, the recipient of a 360 million rand SAPS contract in 2024, in WhatsApp messages allegedly obtained by police. Mokgotsi is said to have assured Madlala that the unit was no more, and that Lieutenant General Shadrack Sibiya, SAPS Deputy National Commissioner for Crime Detection, had seized control of the investigation files. The commissioner also linked Mokgotsi, Mchunu, and Madlala through a trail of financial transactions allegedly tied to political events and a gala dinner, and said the disbandment of the task team was not an administrative error. It was a deliberate attempt to shield an organized criminal network embedded within our political, judicial, and law enforcement systems. Formed in 2018 following recommendations from the Moran Commission into Political Violence in KwaZulu-Natal, the task team handled 612 dockets and secured over 100 convictions. Its ballistic team had reportedly begun linking weapons from Gauteng to several assassinations, including murders involving South African celebrities, just before the unit was shuttered. In December 2024, Minister Mchunu wrote to National Police Commissioner Lieutenant General Fani Masemola, claiming the unit had outlived its usefulness, but Masemola later denied signing off on its disbandment. Mchunu initially told Parliament in March that he didn't know Mokgotsi, only to later admit on July 9 that the businessman was just a comrade, and said, "I've never received anything from him or asked anything of him." Mokgotsi had denied ever receiving classified police information from Mchunu, stating that his knowledge came from other unspecified sources, and said, "This environment, information comes to you. The proper platform will give me an opportunity to say where this and that came from." He went on to question the SAPS chain of command, taking aim at Major General Philani Lushaba. Mokgotsi accused Lushaba of filing a false housebreaking charge after allegedly losing a state-issued laptop and phone during an encounter with a woman he had taken home from a nightclub, and said, "I'm not questioning his age or position, but there are people with similar qualifications who've served over 30 years and remain captains or warrant officers." The SAPS Chief Operations Officer for Crime Intelligence, Lushaba, reportedly vanished just as the NPA's investigating directorate prepared to question him regarding 45 million rand in controversial property deals, including a boutique hotel in Pretoria and a commercial property in Durban. Mokgotsi claims Mkhwanazi contacted him just days before the public briefing, warning that any officer could now arrest another using a J50 warrant, and said he spoke about the need to save the country. "So I was shocked to hear him bring this up again just a few days later." The political storm continues to escalate, President Cyril Ramaphosa is expected to address the nation at 7 p.m. on Sunday amid growing calls for Police Minister Mchunu's dismissal. The Democratic Alliance has urged Ramaphosa to act decisively, citing his removal of former Deputy Trade Minister Andrew Whitfield for an unauthorized international trip as president. As pressure mounts, both the ruling ANC and opposition parties are grappling with a scandal that could expose entrenched corruption, undermine faith in law enforcement, and ignite fresh political tensions ahead of the 2026 elections. What's your take on this one, people? Thanks for watching. Please subscribe for more news.